And the reason we start at birth is because our English language learners might not know a single word in English when they come here. So we're starting from the very beginning. And this last year in Grand Island, we served over 1,000 students. 251 of those students were online, so they were working with an instructor from home or a location of their choosing. We did all of that work with the instructors and the staff that are listed there, and all of them are part-time, with the exception of Anna, our coordinator, who's full-time, and one more office person who helps do all of the assessments for our students. And I'll get into that shortly. We also offer our program in the morning and the evening, so we try to be flexible to accommodate our students' schedules. So I mentioned our assessment person, and that's because everything we do is assessment-based. Every student who comes to us, we give them a couple tests from the get-go, assessments, tests, just to see their levels, where they're at. That helps us tailor our instruction to what they need to learn. We also are working with them on what it is they want to get out of the program and what their goals are. And then periodically we reassess to see what they've learned and what they still have to learn. So it's a really important part of our program. It also helps us connect them with their next steps, whether that's college or a new job, or just getting more involved in the community. Everything we do and offer our students is for free. So all of the classes and the materials. For our GED students, in testing costs alone, that's over $170 in savings. And our classes are held almost year-round, and our class sizes vary based on the need. Here is an example of some of our distance learning applications as well. So all of our students have access to teacher-led instruction, but then they also have access to online platforms so they can continue to learn and practice outside of the classroom. And the one pictured here is for our English language students, and this one is $96 per student, but again, we provide it for free. And success in our program looks different for every student. Of course, some of them are wanting to obtain a diploma. Others are wanting to just get more involved in the community or in their child's education. Maybe they want to attend parent-teacher conferences or a doctor's appointment and understand the information that's being shared with them. Some are working towards citizenship or better work positions. So again, for every student, what success looks like varies just a little bit. A lot of our students also come to us with professional degrees from other countries. So some are wanting to get back into being a doctor or an engineer or whatever the case may be. They're just having to start their education over in the United States.
So while we spend a lot of time learning in the classroom, we also do believe that valuable learning occurs outside of the classroom. Students have had the opportunity to visit the Stewart Museum, which was for many the first time that they have been to a museum. While they were there, they learned about the history of Nebraska. They've also had an opportunity to experience different American cultural events such as Christmas and Halloween, where they learned to carve a pumpkin, which for some, it might not seem like a big deal, but for them, it was really exciting. They even invented their own outside Olympics, which you can see here, just with simple things like balloons, confetti, things like that. Then we also partner with other departments and organizations. We had a plastics injection molding where they made a screwdriver. And this inspired some to learn more about everyday items and increase job interests. We're really excited right now to partner with the YWCA to begin a digital literacy program that we're going to start next month. So as you've heard, our student interests and experiences are really diverse, as are our students. Last year we had students who spoke 29 different languages. They were from 31 different countries all over the world. We did serve students from all 4 counties within the United Way area, and there were students from ages 16 to 75. So just a very broad demographic there. We were also proud to have 25 GED graduates. The United Way helps in a variety of ways. They provide all of the funds for the quarterly citizenship class, which is really important. They also provided the Stewart Museum trip funds. They funded the programs for the end of the year semester celebration, which is a recognition of the students' hard work that was so valuable to the students. They also help with curriculum and training for professional development for the staff. They help with office supplies. One of the things that's really important with that is each student gets an orientation folder. That helps them feel really welcome. Also, it gives them something to put all their paperwork in. And then, all these things mean so much to us and to the students. So we really want to thank you for all of the many ways that you add to our mission.